Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time to dive into Grounded, a game about a phenomenal and surprisingly vast backyard. We're gonna be spending our time as a shrunken tiny Pete. I wanted to go with Max to instill some confidence in me, but Pete is probably more accurate.
My name's Peter. My friends call me Pete.
I'm gonna call this yard world We Can Do This. Oh yeah, this is our new perspective right there. I love it. As of this point, we're just gonna feel tiny. I'm coming! Alright then, first order of business is obviously to enjoy the vast world and then collect a bunch of materials. Everything on the ground is gonna be useful. Whoa. Already getting goosebumps here. We'll also have to regulate our thirst and hunger. The mushrooms right here are one of the first things we can utilize for that. We discovered our first objective here, the field station. Let's go ahead and analyze a bunch of resources. This way we can unlock more recipes. Just like that, a weapon, something to cook with, and we also get a little bit of brain power in order to level up. I'm also gonna analyze the sap and probably the grass. Gave me access to the workbench, pretty good. Actually, let's do the rocks first. This gave us the pebblet spear and pebblet axe. Now we need to wait half an hour in-game in order to get another charge. In the meantime, I'm gonna be doing some more ground resource collecting, and maybe if we're lucky we can already craft the one or other thing. For instance, a pebblet spear would be great. You can see the ingredients here. Let's craft one. And I'm also gonna try to get a pebblet axe. For that we need some crude rope, which we cannot actually do yet. We'll have to analyze the grass first. There, analyzing the plant fiber, and we get access to the crude rope. Also, unlocking the first level gave us access to some initial armor. We should go ahead and craft this right away. But first give me that pebblet axe, that would be great. And since we're already at it, I might just go ahead and do a hammer as well. So now we got a spear, an axe and a hammer. With that out of the way, we can hunt our first creatures. Usually you want to hit 3 times, and in between the combos you attempt to either dodge or block the attacks. For now, I'm gonna be doing some hunting of the very easy creatures here. Get some of those materials. We can also take on the worker ants with no issues. And at this point, it would also be great to find some water. Usually, you can find some dew in the morning or evenings. There are also juice boxes littered around the backyard. Looks like we found an ant hill and soldier ants. I might not want to take these on just yet. However, a worker ant is totally manageable. Come on, take the spear. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. More parts to analyze and recipes to unlock. There it is, found the first juice box. Let's see if we got something. Yeah, there's the drop rolling away. Let's slurp it up. That took care of our thirst, and the mushrooms are gonna do the same for our hunger. Now will you look at that, magnificent. And it is not the most terrifying thing in the backyard. Another thing we can use at this point are some clover leaves. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be collecting here. Also, while harvesting, a 3-hit combo is gonna get you there the quickest, as the damage is increased with each combo hit. And finally, I also want to collect a little bit of dry grass here. Yeah, there we go. I found one of the terrifying things. Let's not think about that too much. Good, time to do some more analysis. As of this point, I probably just want to go with the most common materials, and then it doesn't really matter. We're gonna analyze everything anyways. The lean-to is going to be pretty important to sleep, set your spawn point and skip the night. And then of course storage baskets in order to store our inventory somewhere. While we wait for the next charge, let's try and craft some armor. Yeah, we totally should go with the clover set. This is also gonna decrease the amount of food and water we have to drink. So let's craft a bunch of crude rope. I think we're gonna need about 6, and that should allow us to craft all the armor sets. However, we probably have to do this with a crafting table, a workbench. Let's place that right there. We need to bring along a couple of materials, 3 grass planks, easy peasy. Let's just cut down this single piece of grass there. We can pick these up. You can carry about 5 unless you boost it, but we only need 3 in order to complete this. And now we should be able to craft that cloverleaf set. Craft and equip. Yes. Now will you look at this magnificence? I already feel much better. The dry grass might give us something good. Yes, the stem pallet and the plank pallet. This is going to be extremely useful to ship materials that I cannot carry in my backpack. Hello, I was looking for you. Come on. So essentially anything I can kill, I want to kill immediately. And will you look at that? There is a drop of water here, and all we have to do is punch the grass it is sitting on, and it is ours to enjoy. Nice, I managed to unlock the sprig bow. That is going to be mighty useful. I think it's time for a little basket here as well. And I want to fill this up with materials I have too much of. For instance, some clover leaves and the grass. Or maybe even full stacks of pebblets. Now the interesting part about this is if you have anything nearby in a storage bin, you can use it in the crafting table. You don't explicitly have to have it in your inventory. Now looking at my meat, I might want to go with a roasting spit as well. We are gonna remove these things in the future. But right now it would be useful to cook up a bunch of these. Of course that is also gonna attract some ants, but we'll be needing what we can harvest from them either way. And then last but not least, we're gonna set our spawn point right there. Build that lean shelter, set the spawn point. And if we go to sleep right now, it's gonna be in the middle of the night. So we're gonna keep on cooking, collecting and analyzing. Nice, that's what I wanted to see, a weevil shield. We definitely want to craft that. To get that shield, we need some grub hides and some raw weevil meat. We can get the meat pretty easily. The grub hides are gonna be a little more interesting because we first need to unlock the shovel to get those. Ooh, a firefly. Amazing. Right, we probably also want to collect a little bit of sap in order to create bandages. And sap we usually find hanging around on sticks and trees, of course. Let's analyze the crude rope. That should give us access to the shovel. Oh, and also the canteen, which might be useful. I'm gonna go ahead and analyze one more thing, starting with the red ant helmet. We're gonna be needing that shortly. And it looks like unlocking another level also gave us the arm guards and knee guards. Okay, I would say it's time for a nap. We're gonna wake up in the early hours, ready to take on the next quest. Of course now we are immediately hungry and thirsty, but we should find some dew. Yeah, right there. Give me that precious water. Okay, with that out of the way, let's make our way to the mysterious machine. Here it is. It is time to activate it.
Curiosity killed the tiny Pete.
So two lasers have a problem, one is fixed easily, the one over here, we just need to cut the grass that is blocking the laser. So you go out of the way please, thank you very much. However, the second one is a little bit more complex, let's go ahead and search for the culprits. Here we are at the machine and we can clearly see what the problem is. Looks like we already have one going for us. These are easily dodged, so let's go ahead and take these out, and at the same time we can collect some fuzz. Now here it would be advantageous to craft and equip our first torch. Oh yes, otherwise this would be very difficult. Let's get these guys out of the way. There, that should be all the mites out of the way. No, there are two more. Go, go. And that should have fixed our problem. Now since we already have a hammer, I'm gonna make my way in here as well to get some more goodies. There's our first marble block, however we need a higher tier tool and a story item. But with that out of the way, the three lasers are working and we can activate the machine. Oh yes, go for it. Maybe that wasn't the best of ideas. Yeah, I figured. Good, without any further ado, I would say we're gonna make our way over to the oak tree. There will be also finding some acorn to craft the shovel. Something else you can do when you spot a creature you don't know anything about, go into the peep mode, analyze it, and gain knowledge about its weaknesses and strengths. Here we are at the tree. I'm not gonna dare to go into any random caves just yet. All we want is access to a bunch of acorns. Let's go ahead and smash these up. And that should be enough to already craft ourselves a shovel. I'm gonna do that right away. With the shovel we can dig up these guys, which will give us the last thing we need for the shield. And I think I already have everything that I require. Let me see. No, actually we need 2 hides and 2 ropes. So now we just need to find more of these and kill them one after each other. Well, actually, we just need one more. Let's not be cruel. But there it is, the weevil shield. That is going to be extremely useful. We need the workbench to do that. So I will be taking care of that once we come back. Now here I want to be really careful because there are some nasty spiders around. Right now they are sleeping, that's good. We're gonna make our way over here to the explosion site where we find a lab with a tiny security camera. We're gonna go ahead and investigate this. I don't think there's anything dangerous here. There's even a resource scanner that we can utilize. Let's go ahead and analyze some more stuff. Oh yeah, the acorn armor set, the storage chest, very important, water container, I love it. Here is our main quest giver, the robot of the mad scientist. Once we save him, he's gonna be responsible for giving us missions for science as well as further unlocks. This here is how raw science looks like. We're gonna need quite a bit of it. And we're also gonna scan our handprint here in order to access further laboratories and ASL stations. Right here on the computer, we can go into the science shop. Right now we have 1,800. We're gonna unlock the smithing station and cooking. No, we only have 1,000 left. Let's do the multi-story bases. That's gonna be the next important thing. We can also have a look at the quests and, for instance, kill weevils. That's easy. And these quests, I believe, can be done on a daily basis. Let's also check out some of the surroundings here. Looks like we can get more raw science. Yeah, look at that. We can find some quartz here. That might come in handy very shortly. Yeah, I have to say, some scenarios here are really terrifying. And it's just normal nature, no fantasy creatures. Good, as a last step, we're gonna enter this door I wasn't able to do previously. And here we find some more raw science.
A scientific breakthrough.
Alrighty, I made my way back to the shelter and now it's time to craft that weevil shield. And now if I block, I actually have a usable shield. You can actually also throw your spear, which is quite handy in certain situations. I think I can even use it to get down that drop. Oh no, now my spear is up there. Oh, looks like after a while it drops. Nice. Alright then, with a full stomach, a positive attitude and a shield, we are going to combat here at the red anthill in order to get some resources. Okay, we already attracted a soldier ant, but I think if we just lure it into the stems, we should be fine. Come on, come on. Also, if you time your blocking, you will get some benefits, but I don't think this is a good idea to get started. We might want to take this slow and focused. Uh-oh, it's time for a bandage, I think. Can I do that? Yes. I just have to hit it one more time and don't be stupid. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We got an acid gland, we just need one more of those in order to be able to craft the armor set. Oh yeah, I think we got her attention. I'm gonna stay inside the woods just to be a little bit safer. Come on, just one more combo. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Good, that should be it. Now we can only farm the worker ants, which are much easier. Uh-oh, I don't like what I'm seeing here. Dead animals all over the place. I think we're going the other way. Also, my spear broke. We can repair it quite easily, actually. Let's see if we can already craft some of the set. Yes, the helmet, easy. We can also make the arm guards. And finally, for the knee guards, we're gonna need one more part and 2 crude rope. So just one more ant kill should do the job. Actually, there is one just laying here. Yeah, that was quite easy. We can craft and equip that as well. Let's get rid of our previous armor set so it doesn't clog up the inventory. And now with the entire set completed, we should be able to just go into the anthill without being attacked, in theory. Hello guys, I don't mean no harm. I'm just gonna have a little look at your home. Man, this would be so freaking terrifying. Now we probably do not want to pick up the ant eggs just yet, or maybe never. But there's some quartz all around the cave we should take advantage of. There's also some marble we can snag up. I'm sure the ants don't mind. There are even Oh, jeez, you freak me out. There are even tier 2 rocks in this cave to be found, but we first have to upgrade our hammer. There's our first burgle chip that we have to bring to the robot in order to unlock more recipes. So unfortunately I had to make my way back because I forgot to hydrate myself, but also we collected lots and lots of materials. And at the very end I even snatched an egg, ran away, but they chased me all over the place and finally they got me, what can I say? Let's see if it was at least worth it. It's an uncommon item and it gave us a bratwurst. Interesting. I'm gonna make my way back into the anthill because I don't think I gathered everything up before I had to go. But I might want to have a look at the canteen. We just need to farm a bunch of grubs. And this way I could at least take some liquids with me. Okay, we are back and I took myself the liberty of playing a couple of days in order to build a little something here. And I discovered that you can just build up this way. But if we go all the way up here, this is now the new location of my base where I have just a little camp with everything that I'm gonna be needing. But most importantly, we can look over the entirety of the world. This is pretty much in the center here. And if we just check a few things out, we can determine which direction to go to next. For instance, I can see the hedge over here. So that is one of the quests we have to go to the hedge lab. But we also want to go back to the acorn tree. There are some flowers for petals. We can see all the dandelions and other points of interest. Like I'm sure there's going to be something over at the picnic table. But I got myself busy a little bit, built this plank pallet in order to get more materials up. Right here I'm storing my armor and weapons. In this basket I'm storing all the animal parts, right here everything else, and then everything that has to do with rocks. So it is sorted out and my inventory is more or less clean. Also, after felling the first dandelion, I got a tuft. You can use that in order to mitigate fall damage. So let's say we make our way over to the oak tree. I can just jump down here and at the right time I'm gonna press shift in order to use the dandelion. While I'm here, I also want to collect way more acorn stuff as well as tree sap. And oh yeah, we shouldn't forget to burrow up a bunch of the grubs in order to finally craft the bow. We can get tons of saps from these pockets here, hanging around the oak tree. Here we are, back at the first laboratory. Let's see if we can talk to Burgle. I have found an auxiliary chip. Ooh, that actually gave us 1,000 raw science. So now that we gave him the chip, we should have more recipes to unlock. I guess the next logical upgrade would be the cooking 101, so we can make better food, maybe even buff it. And next, I really don't know. I might just go ahead and wait. An Explorer Great Oak Beacon, I think we should be able to do that. Here it is, the lantern, I believe, is the beacon. Ah, there it is. Complete the... No, I am missing the clover leaves. There's some signs though, but a web. I don't really like where this is going. Let's run! Okay, I just have to pick up a bunch of clover leaves. Nice, there are so many things in this game and it's so niftily done with all the integration of the objects. I love it. Also a gill tube in order to breathe a little bit longer and the pebblet dagger, so 2 underwater items. I misspoke, what we actually need are those gnats in order to create the bow. I needed the grubs for something else. Anyways, let's think about what else we need. We need a bunch of crafting stations and such. Let's take a bunch of these plants and expand the platform. We're gonna be needing a smithing station. Let me place that somewhere here. I also would like to give myself access to a cookery. I would like to see this right next to my fire pit there. So approximately here should be fine. We also unlocked the spinning wheel and we need a place for the crafting station. This might not even be enough space. Yeah, as a matter of fact, before it turns nighttime, we're gonna expand the platform a little bit. This is gonna be my crafting corner. And then maybe we can even expand the fencing like this. Then my workbench is gonna go over here. We can put the spinning wheel there and then I might even take the forge, bring it over. There's also a smoothie station that goes more in the cooking corner. So let's maybe also rearrange this. This goes over there. Yeah, and that's probably all we currently have access to. That means it's now time to take that plank pallet all the way down, fill it up with grass planks and finish the build. We can do some easy cutting right here. Let's get this going. Looks like it's about 5 planks per grass. And then we can just stack it up and take the entirety of the pallet with us. It is getting late. Let's try to finish the build. Give me planks. No, I'm missing 2 planks, but we can still build the rest. So everything I have the materials for. Oh, actually this one here, we need acid glands. So we need to go kill some more ants. Here we just need the quartz and marble. We got that from the caves. I also found some clay in a puddle that I had to dig up with a shovel. And here's some more grass planks. So easy enough, we should be able to finish the rest. I now also got a big storage chest over here. That's gonna be mighty useful. But let's take a nap and I'm gonna catch you soon. Welcome back. It is a fresh new morning. Oh yeah, that's a good boy. I've been quite busy here at the base, as you can see, trying to complete each of the constructions. I set the spinning wheel to action. What you can do here is get crude rope at a 1:1 ratio, contrary to crafting it in your inventory. So we can just go ahead and queue these up and over time we will get some rope. In order to get some clay, I went all the way over here in this area. It is very harmless over there, almost no bugs, but plenty of clay to be collected there. And I'm storing it all here, also analyzed to get new recipes. I also crafted myself a canteen, so now we can slurp 2 drops of liquid wherever we are. The only thing I'm missing for the cooking station is the boiling gland. Don't know yet how to get that. But what I did is craft a new weapon. It's a 2-handed one, the Red Ant Club. I also collected some flower petals and thistle needles from over at the pond, here where you can see the roses. And now we also have access to the bow and a bunch of arrows. I also discovered there is a repair tool, so if I shoot this thing here, I can pick up the arrow and you can see the grass floor is damaged. However, there's a repair tool that I can go ahead and equip and just fix it. Today I think I wanna go ahead and explore the pond a little bit. I'm gonna make my way over there right now. Don't mind me, just filling up the canteen. Here we are at the pond. For one, I would like to know if we find anything in the structure and also what can we find downstairs. Wow, okay, even that is quite intimidating. Jeez. Dude, are you serious? Water spiders. I figured this would be the only place I'm safe. Oh, looks like there is a field station nearby. What do we have here? Oh, wait, I just did something. Oh my gosh, it's a laboratory. Good, let's hold our breath and hope for the best. I have 30 seconds to make this. Ah, okay, that was less impressive of a feat than I anticipated. Here we go, another lab. I need an assistant manager keycard. How anticlimactic. Oh no, no, I didn't mean to. Wonderful, I made it to the center, just making sure there are no spiders. There's the field station. I guess while we're here, we can snatch up some web fiber. Okay guys, I think I got something here. There is a oxygen leak that we can make use of. Oh my gosh, that gave me the creeps. There's also a mutation system. Currently I can have 2 active. I unlocked 2, so I'm gonna activate both of them. You can swap as you please. Okay, I know it's getting dark, but I figured out there is some lily pad wax beneath the lily pads. That's something that popped up in a couple of recipes. Wonderful, now I also have the materials for the pebblet dagger that is gonna help me harvest more resources inside the pond. Oh, well you look at that. Algae is also something we can go ahead and pick up. Here we go, the eelgrass is something we can cut with the dagger. Let's also grab some of that and bring it back home. 3 new items to analyze. This is promising. Fin flops, perfect, we can swim faster, and slime lantern, so we can see underwater. I need to know what's down there in the pond. The slime lantern is quite easy, we can do that. However, the fin flops require something I have no idea. Harvested from the wing cover of a water boatman. Jeez. What was I thinking trying to make one single video on this entire game? Okay guys, we are back. It is a couple of days later and I actually went into a more creative save game in order to estimate what we have ahead of us, and I have to say I cannot spoil the entire thing. Not only because it is way too much content, however, this is just something precious enough that you have to explore it for yourselves. With these types of videos, it's always my aim to give you guys a proper look into the game and give you a feel what's in store for you. However, this backyard here is so vast, I just absolutely cannot believe it. Beautiful morning, and I'm looking forward to dive a little bit deeper into the game on my own time. Now, before we wrap this up though, it would be amazing to at least finish the quest we started together, and for that I collected a couple of things so we can craft the gill tube. I also crafted the fin flops as well as the slime lantern. Now, I'm not sure how long these gill tubes are gonna last. I think they just give me a longer window I don't have to breathe. Wonderful. Without any further ado, let's head downstairs and I'm gonna make my way back to the pond. Wonderful. I safely made my way over here. Now let's see where we actually have to go down. It was somewhere in the center. Okay, here we are. I made my way back to the T-Rex and now for the first time, hopefully I'm gonna make it. I attempted it a couple of times, but never really successfully. So now we equip those shoes, we already have the lantern ready, and we also equip the gill tube. Yeah, oh my gosh, that looks about right. So without any further ado, let's do it. We're now quicker and we have 80 seconds of fresh air. That should be enough, hopefully. It's gonna be the furthest I ever made it. We can get a little bit of a boost here and there. And now I wanna make my way straight to the lab. This here is probably the furthest I've ever gotten. Raw science. So as of this point, I don't really know where to go. I just know I'm looking for an air pocket. There's a terminal. Let's use it. Use it. Hold, steady. Oh my gosh, we only have about 20 seconds left. Is this a surface? Yes, I made it. Oh my gosh, I've been working for this for quite a while, actually. Pull? Question mark. Okay, looks like we want to enable the power system, but in order to do that, there's going to be some more steps involved. Wait, I don't like that. That doesn't look friendly. What? Okay. Oh my gosh. What's even happening? You know, I have the feeling I should probably use a hammer for this one. This is so terrifying. Take my hammer. Oh, I got him. What do you have for me? Some raw science. This is a bed. I can even set my spawn point here. But yeah, it doesn't look like we can continue any further. So I'm guessing we'll have to go back into the water and continue the quest there. Oh, check this out. We can snatch all of this up. Oh yeah. Actually, this is gonna clog up my inventory big time. Not sure that was a good idea. This is also locked. I'm suspecting to be killed any second now. There's a spider. Oh no. You know, I really think this might be best played with a couple of friends. There's something going on here. Can I fix that? Turn dial. Yeah. Okay, so we need to enable 3 of these. Yeah, indeed. Let's turn on the power. I think I already found the second one. Right here. Yeah, that's another one. Oh no, it's inside. And I can only get there through the tubing. Where's the opening? Okay, there we go. I actually made it. Now I just have to make my way back. Are you serious? You're complaining about drinking now. There it is. Found the third one. Oh no, that's not good. Let's run. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, looks like we did our job. Oh, you know, I never noticed the markers. It's 29 centimeters. It's not... This is so amazing. Yeah, but unfortunately, the room here is still locked. Of course, never mind. It was this opening right here we had to go through. Alright guys, I finished the lab in the pond and also found another burgle chip. And I decided this is gonna be the point where I wrap it up. Let me tell you a few more things before we come to a close. Unfortunately, one thing I wasn't able to quite show you is the vast amount of mobs that you can encounter, and there are also boss-like creatures. Also, the building system is one of the most extensive ones that I've seen in terms of what you can do. Shape-wise, it's almost a focus of the game, even though the base isn't necessary. At least not a base with windowed, sturdy, curved walls, you know. And we can make these out of wood, we can even make them out of mushroom bricks. And I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. I love how far these building games have come. I mean, there have been games I played exclusively for the building aspect and they have not been this good. And I mean, you can get extremely creative with this. There are so many possibilities to make really nice bases. It's just, it takes a really long time to build all of this. If you continue the building section a little bit, you can see there are crazy doors, also scaffolding and roofs. There are even pathways that you can build. And I mean, why would you do that? It's just a game where you can chill and spend a lot of time. There are also clay foundations if we want to go ahead and start building with that. Some pillars that we can stack up on top of each other. Are you serious? There's even a curved pebblet path. I mean, this is just amazing. Then we got all the buildings. There's the garden patch. There's even a turkey rack. A dew collector that you can place, and I guess in the morning you can fill your canteen. Also a large water container. We had the spinning wheel. There's a glue masher, oven, there's the grinder, and of course the sap catcher. And that has not been it. We even have some fresh storage, so I guess the food doesn't spoil as quickly in there. There are spike traps, lure traps, explosive barrels, a pebblet turret. I mean, just how freaking amazing is this? I mean, come on, are you serious? There's also a pollen turret or a bounce web in case you want to travel upstairs. Of course, the game also features a bunch of ladders, but I don't think you can really... actually you can stack them on top. That's interesting. Just how far up can we actually build? Let me try. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an end in sight, and it also looks like we need glasses. Jeez. I wonder if I'm actually able to make my way over to the house. No, we're clearly not supposed to be up here. Oh no, it's actually a fake opening. How disappointing. How very, very disappointing. Woohoo! Oh! Okay. Also, to get around faster, there is a zipline system in place, so that's what you have to use to fast travel eventually. Then, of course, a whole bunch of decorative items, some fencing, displaying of your loot. You can make stuffed animals. Wow, this game is just absolutely amazing. Also, now looking through the workbench, you can see many different recipes. Many tiers, some you have to craft in the forge or oven. We have also up to 3 tiers of weapons, and there are many weapons that you can craft out of various bug parts mostly. 3 tiers of axes, 2 tiers of shovels, then a whole bunch of arrows. Now here it becomes a little bit mystical because you also have access to stuff like the mint staff. Let's have a look at that. Can I like, yeah, I mean, this is where it became a little bit disappointing to me, but I guess it is okay for the end game. I mean, these are not easy to acquire, but we also got a crossbow and then of course a whole plethora of armor. I mean, this is just insane. That's just the head armor. And you also get a wizard's hat, and of course all of these have different weaknesses and strengths. And depending on what boss insect you want to fight, you might choose differently. And of course don't forget about all the juices and the various items you can craft in the individual machines. It is just amazing. But yeah, at this point I would say we're gonna wrap things up by going into the hazardous zone, apparently. But yeah, it has been fun playing the game for you. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to leave a like or a comment. And I'm gonna make sure to post hopefully weekly content on other games, just like now in this format, in order to give you a first look and also for me to enjoy some other content other than Oxygen Not Included. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.